Hello and welcome to Tuesday's programme. I'm Ellie Barker.
And I'm John T. Messer. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30. Good evening. First tonight, the Siberian temperatures that have prompted a new weather warning across the southwest for later this week, when heavy snowfall is expected to sweep across the region.
The Exeter-based Met Office says there could be a threat to life when Storm Emma arrives on Thursday. With it will come strong winds and blizzard-like conditions.
Well, tonight drivers are being urged to avoid going out as temperatures plummet further. Steve Hardy has this report. We will have to get used to it indeed. Our weatherman Bob Crampton's joined us now. Bob, we're going to see 30 gritters out around Cornwall, 400 tonnes of salt being spread. Just how serious are these latest weather warnings from?
It is serious. I mean, I'm afraid to say...
Well, we haven't seen any snow yet. We have seen some amazing images.
Beautiful images. We have the...
Of course, we'll have a full forecast later in the programme.
Well, while motorists are being urged to drive carefully in the freezing conditions, there are additional problems on the roads tonight around Exeter.
A burst water main is causing major disruption on Topsham Road, where engineers have been battling the problem for more than 24 hours. Richard Lawrence is there for us this evening. Richard, how difficult is it getting in and out of the city tonight? A truck driver has died after his vehicle hit the central reservation of a dual carriageway in Plymouth. The A38 at...
A huge fire stretching for a mile and a half has destroyed 125 acres of Devon moorland. The blaze broke.
Work to repair Wellington Monument in Somerset is due to start in the summer 2019. The National Trust says it...
Next on the programme, the director of a yachting company has gone on trial accused of manslaughter by gross negligence following the death of 4 sailors on the Cheeky Rafiki. 2 of them were from Somerset.
Steve Warren from Bridgewater and Paul Goslin from West Camel near Yeovil were on board when the vessel capsized in the middle of the Atlantic in May 2014.
Douglas Innes, the director of Stormforce Coaching Limited, denies the charges against him. Sally Simmons has this report from Winchester Crown Court. And it's coming up to 11 minutes past 6 this Tuesday evening. Still plenty more to come on the programme before 6:30, including...
The ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30, including more on how the weather is affecting the rest of the country. Here's Mary Nightingale with the details. Next tonight, the campaign to save what many view as one of Plymouth's greatest works of art.
It's estimated that nearly £500,000 could be needed to save the mural created by Robert Lenkiewicz on the Barbican, which in recent years has started to peel. Nick Smith has this report.
Wow, that's incredible, isn't it? Now, he's one of the world's best-selling authors, but now Jeffrey Archer has been recruited as the new ambassador of his home county of Somerset.
Well, in a moment we'll be hearing about his love of the county, but first let's remind you of his background, not only as an author but as one of the most controversial politicians of his generation. Here's our political correspondent, David Wood.
So what does the man himself make of his new role as ambassador for Somerset, and how will he be promoting the county around the world? Daisy Gray has been finding out.
Daisy Gray talking to Jeffrey Archer. They're a very modest man about his new book.
Very modest. We have to wait and see.
Yeah. Now, the weather has hit tonight's football matches, I'm afraid. Yeovil Town's game away at Shrewsbury has been called off. But one very special football match that is unlikely to be cancelled because of the weather is, of course, Soccer Aid. Yesterday
it was announced the Olympic legend Usain Bolt will captain one of the sides in the big ITV game to be played in aid of UNICEF on June the 10th.
And a lot of fun it looks like too.
And I can't wait for that June weather.
Yeah, fingers crossed, because temperatures are plummeting across the West Country, and most of us have probably been putting on some extra layers to protect ourselves against the freezing conditions.
But some very hardy souls are refusing to be put off by the cold, instead, wait for it, choosing to take a dip, as Grace Pascoe has been finding out. Wow.
I think the general consensus here is that they are mad, but well done to every one of them.
And he still didn't put a top on when he's been interviewed.
I know, bless him. Bob's back now. Bob, we filmed that earlier in Maritime. Yep. Beautiful skies, very cold water. Could there be some snow around for them?
Do you know what? There is, without a doubt. We've got some snow.
OK, Bob, thanks very much indeed. We'll speak again tomorrow, no doubt. Now, before we go, let's give you a reminder of the main headlines here in the West Country this evening. And as Bob has just...
Well, that's it from all of us here. I'll have the late news for you at 10:30.
After the break, the ITV News will continue with Mary Nightingale. But from all of us here, stay warm. Have a lovely evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.